Hey guys, Beast here, and I thought I would go over the AMP-3 Outfitter Kit. This is what a lot of you would consider a vehicle kit, or maybe a level 2, something that can handle a little bit more larger groups than just a simple IFAC kit. This does stay with our crew buggy. If we're near the vehicles and I have an emergency, I can dip into this kit, which maybe has a little more firepower than my IFAC kit, until advanced medicine and advanced care can get there. There's usually a pretty good echelon of medical care on wildfire. It doesn't always mean that they're right around the corner. So I've added a few things to it. Now the bag is made in Oregon. It is made in the USA. It does have a couple of handles here. My only critique with that is they're a little long for what most of the time you need. You could probably get away with just a shorter grab handle closer to the bag. However, I will put in a quick picture. If you needed to, you could use these as sort of a back strap. Even with as big of a guy as I am, these can be worn like a backpack if I have other things in my hand and I need to take this kit to somewhere else. If you find these handles are a little bit longer than you need, you can just reverse them over the bag and use the bag to pull up the majority of the bulk of the handles, and that'll give you a little bit more slimline carry. You'll see there is a hook and loop field here. I do not have a medical pouch there. However, I do have one of the little blinky lights, as you can see on there, just in case I'm walking away from the kit. It's easy to identify. I haven't used those a ton. There's a review of those up there. It has multiple modes. Just another added light. The Grimlocks do come with it. This kit can unroll and you can hang it by the grommets. There's a little bit of paracord that comes with it if you need to string it up somewhere. I haven't used that specifically. I do have a larger CPR shield in here, and we'll just kind of unroll it. I was initially going to do this in the studio, however there's a little bit more room here on the tailgate. Alright, when we get inside, you'll see that it's not exactly like a lot of the other medic rolls you've seen. Doc has sort of customized this for his needs. It does have sort of a heavy-duty mesh for the pocket material. That helps keep the Ziploc bags from getting stuck in there and having to yank them out. It also lets you see in them quite easily. There's a couple little tabs up here for any items you want to hang. I took the little CountyCom flashlight and put it up there. If you're hanging this vertically, this helps shine down over the whole thing. That was located in another part of the kit. And I encourage you guys to go through this kit. You'll see some of the things I've pulled out of their plastic just because they've been used, and things of that nature. But you do have the ability, all these labels I've labeled myself, whether you consider PP&E or maybe you have another term that you would like to use for that area. It's up to you to label them. Jumping right in, the big trauma section, I'll put a photo in for each of these so I don't have to take all the stuff out, but this is your heavy duty bleeding, tourniquets, quick clot, heavy duty gauze. On top here is the cravat and the ace wraps. I did take my ace wrap out and rewrap it a little bit flatter, so it just takes up a little bit less circumference room. Seems to sit in there a little bit better. Alright, spare PP&E. This has all your hand wash, spare gloves, a little bit of alcohol. Alright, for gauze dressing, of course everything is labeled from Doc here. You know exactly what's in it. There's all your gauze, non-inherent pads, your moleskin, and your xenoform. This pocket I left unlabeled. It's pretty obvious what's in there. It's a giant SAM splint for any sort of mechanical injuries and splinting. Underneath there is a small emergency blanket. The only downside to getting into your admin pocket is your SAM splint kind of gets in the way. Pens, pencils, evac lists, injuries. There's a little bit more alcohol pads. And this is also so your admin area, so your spare Ziplocs and things of that nature. Alright, wound closures. This is going to be your band-aids, things of that nature, a lot of your steri strips, butterfly tape, tegaderm, a little bit of antibiotic ointment, and your skin glues. A little bit of benzoin so that your bandages stick. Alright, going to tools, you'll see that I've replaced the trauma shears with Countycom glow in the dark. Another great option would be like a rip shear. And the rest of the tool compartment is pretty self-explanatory. Splinter outs, things of that nature, tweezers. And tapes. You gotta have tape. Really nice medical grade tape. I've used some of those, some Coflex in there, small roll of duct tape. Irrigation. Doc's been very well known for his irrigation modules. It is a syringe with the sort of pressure cup and some iodine for a cleaning irrigating solution. Alright, Meds 2 pouch has a lot of your sort of relief stuff. This is sting relief, burn relief, loperamide for diarrhea. There's some hydration gel in there as well. Don't forget the burn gel that has the lidocaine in it. You can also use for bug bites and things of that nature. But that one's kind of the wellness area. Alright, the Meds 1 pack is basically sort of pain relief and swelling. This has your acetaminophen, your ibuprofen, Zantac I keep for the H2 blocking. There is the Benadryl for H1 block. Hey guys, coming to the end of the medic roll here is just a zip closure. These kits are going to be individual modules, so like the dental kit. You may find some of the items in the rest of the kit that are in here. However, this is just a put together module, so if you have a dental emergency, you can grab this and go without having to piece through the rest of the kit. Very nicely put together dental kit. You don't find that in a lot of other first aid kits, and you know, tooth pain can become very serious. Also in here is the Eyewash Kit. There's a eye cup and 2 sterile eye wash. The last kit in here is just designed as sort of an emergency care kit. Aspirin, your CPR mask, you've got some extra gloves in there, diabetic glucose, which is sneaking out of the Ziploc a little bit. Doesn't quite fit in there. But anyway, you've got Benadryl, Pepsid as sort of your initial response before you get into any other kit items in here. You can always grab this and throw some gloves on if you need to. I think it's a very well put together kit. For the size that it is, it gives you a lot of firepower. Certainly you're not going to find blood pressure cuffs and, you know, spine collars and a litter and stuff in here. But the interim between advanced care and when you first arrive and when you have the issue, this should be able to get you going pretty well. My only critiques on the actual bag itself on the inside is I would like to see 2 more pockets set up so that I can take the dental care and put it in its own sleeve. The eye wash and the emergency care, put it in its own sleeve, and that gives me room to add and customize stuff just for me at the end. A couple items right off the bat that I'll be adding for my sort of wildland kit is I've taken the water packet out of those little 99-cent ice packs and added it to a heavy-duty Ziploc bag, so you can just add in a little bit of water from the buggy and you've got an ice pack for mechanical injury, swelling. Heat exhaustion is another big one that we face out there, so I'm going to get 2 of those, and I've got one in my personal kit. I'm going to add in an Epipen. We do have a few guys on the crew that are allergic to, you know, bee stings, that sort of thing. They carry their own Epipen. However, by the time we get back to our truck, if advanced care is not there, there may be a need for a second Epipen. And another one we're going to be talking about a little bit more is the T-ring. It's a finger tourniquet, a very versatile piece of gear. This combined with some surgical glue, and you can fix a lot of sort of, you know, finger lacerations. And we see that a lot in sort of wildland. Hey guys, well that will be the overview of the AMP-3 Outfitter Kit. It does come in a couple other colors. See his website to see what he has available. It kind of gives you an idea of a few things I've added and modified on the kit, if you will. Suggestions on the bag about the handles, and I would like to see one more pocket sleeve on there just so we can get that extra section at the bottom for people that want to customize the gear themselves. But yeah, I think well worth it. Do yourself a favor and get trained so you can be prepared. Thanks for watching, guys. Beast signing off.